What a wonderful morning it is, and today I'm in a local woodland. It's an area I'm not familiar with, to be honest. I haven't really been on this particular part that I'm in at the moment, but I'm hoping to do some woodland photography, get some nice images. And the sun is really bright today. It's very early in the morning. I say very early, it's probably about 7:30 at the moment, but it is quite bright. So there's obviously a lot of bright areas in the woodland, and there's a lot of darker, duller areas where the sun isn't getting to, so it's making for some interesting scenes. I'm really liking the look of what I see already, but it's all about having a look around and trying to see something that really catches my eye and hopefully capture a nice image of it. The first thing that's got my attention this morning is this very small branch growing out the side of this tree. There's two reasons for that. One is the time of year, it's just starting to grow all these wonderful small leaves. And the second reason is the lighting. The lighting is wonderful here. It's really catching those leaves, giving them some nice highlights and some nice highlights to the branch itself. Also on the branch are some spiders' webs, and they're being lit beautifully by the sun as well. And by positioning myself correctly in this scene, I'm really liking the pattern of the trees that go behind this small branch, but they are going to be soft deliberately because I want the attention in my image to be on this branch, the wonderful leaves, the webs and the lighting. But I really feel this scene captures a time of year well, and the feeling that I'm getting from this morning so far. So I've walked probably a couple of miles since I took my first shot. I haven't took any more shots. The reason for that is that the nature of the woodland changed. It got a lot more open, and I could see up ahead of me quite a bit in the distance that the woodland became more dense, more trees, and that should be good for the conditions today because the sun is quite bright, and I'm hoping with more trees there'll be more shade and more nice subtle areas of lighting. So hopefully we'll find something good up ahead. So I'm now very much more in the middle of the woodland. It is densely packed with trees, and I'm having a lot of fun just walking along looking for specific subjects that interest me. So I just saw a nice holly tree and I took a couple of compositions. It was very nicely lit with the sun. One was with the holly tree on the left and the pathway I'm walking on leading off into the distance. The other was with the holly tree and the very nice patterns of the trees in the forest extending beyond it. My intention was to use a shallow depth of field and keep the main area of focus on the holly tree, which I did in both images. So I'll show my favourite. But it's fascinating as the sun moves position during the day and as clouds come and go, how a shot that is really nice 1 second, literally a few seconds later, doesn't exist. And you won't be able to get that shot again on this particular day. So yeah, challenging but lots of fun. So I'm going to walk on a bit more, perhaps look for one more composition today. Then it'll probably be time to return the long walk back to the car. Time is moving on and the forecast today is for it to dull over a bit, and I'm seeing signs of that happening. So I'm going to try and get one more composition when the lighting is good and then head back to the car. So I think photography demands creativity, it demands visualization. You've got to be able to see and spot a good image before you can actually frame it up and capture it. And I think woodland photography especially demands those skills. There's just so much going on. You've got to have attention to detail and pick out small areas or small subjects that make up for a good composition, and hopefully that's what I've done here. As I was walking along, I noticed a slight clearing in the trees. There's quite a lot of trees packed in this area, but a slight clearing, and there was a group of trees which instantly in my mind I saw as a family of trees. Now you'll see this better when I put up the actual image that I've captured, but I'll take you over and try and talk you through what I saw. So having a look at this in a bit more detail, this tree at the front I took as being the oldest child in the family. Over to the right, the youngest child in the family, and then over to the left here just behind me would be the middle-aged child in the group of 3 children. So the 2 youngest children are at the back, their mother between them with her hand on the head of both trees, both children. Then just at the back here we've got the father, who's got some wonderful texture and colour on him, and he's just at the back of the family almost watching. He's there if needed. So that's what I saw as soon as I walked past this scene, and I'm really quite taken by it. For a woodland shot I think it's going to make a very nice one, and I tried to capture it with some soft lighting on it. Harsh lighting is never good in these types of scenes, but the lighting I caught it in I think did justice to the image and has really made it look nice. So hopefully you'll like it and see what you think. Time for me to make the long walk back to the car. I've really enjoyed doing some woodland photography today, all about attention to detail and spotting things that make good images. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, please leave a like, and if you enjoyed the content and would like to see more and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do so. But it's bye for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in my next vlog.